Alright, this is beating you here with Uncrowned. I literally just made this video, and it turns out it wasn't recording. So we're gonna hopefully try this time and see if it's recording. And if I mess it up after practicing on accident, we got big problems, right? Alright, so this time I'm gonna be going over the Tamer build. The benefit of the Tamer build is, as you can see, I can do whatever I want and shoot and not get punished. On the sniper turret build, like, you have to be stationary. This one, you can do whatever you want. You can kind of dive into their back line, and then when people notice you, you can leap out, keep up your DPS. Like, it has pretty much 100% uptime. And then, of course, like, I'm not summoning any of my pets right now, but like the whole time I'm gonna have my pets up. And again, if I want to go into their back line, my pet will go in there. If someone sees me, I can just kite out, keep all this uptime, right? Like, it's a lot more of a constant DPS build than the turret build, just because as people are running away and stuff, you're losing DPS. Like, technically speaking, like, you can keep positioning well. You don't lose a lot of DPS on the turret build, but on this, you can like really keep it up the entire time if you're playing correctly. So just to get into it, this is Wild Shot. This is kind of our bread and butter, right? This is going to keep up our collaboration so we can keep summoning pets. Viper Shot, you'll see in the talent tree. Summon Companion, as said, Summons Companion. This is our big self buff, big DPS, right? This is our AoE. It's kind of mid at best, but you know, it does its job. And then we have Wild Union. Instantly giving collaboration, combo rate 12%, and more attack damage. So to get into it, again, this is just closed beta, right? I'm doing it at 38 just because there's not a lot of information out. At 40, some of this may change, but we're going to go with this right now just so there's some information out and people can kind of see what I'm doing. This one, Wild Shot, more damage, more collaboration. Like, the whole point of this build is to have your pets out, so anything that gives collaboration is pretty safe to go here. Max collaboration is increased to 30. Every 3 seconds you get one more collaboration. That's good. Anytime you land a combo, 100% chance to increase your collaboration by 2. Again, we're trying to keep our pets out as much as possible. B sweep, this one you can probably definitely move it around based on what you want. But basically, anytime you cast the Arrow Storm, which is our AoE, it does damage, right? And then it allows your Beast Companion to do AoE damage. Again, it's not like it's not huge necessarily, but it's pretty good. I just like it. Like I said, at 40 I might change it around, but I'm a fan, so I keep it there for now. This is the big one, in my opinion. For PvE, I don't run this, but for PvP, I do. The reason I like Viper Shot is you don't have to keep stacks up, right? You just cast it once, and then it's on that person the whole time of the cooldown. So this just unlocks it, right? 4.5% more damage. Is what your Beast Companion is doing to people that have it on them. Also, you know, it's just good, more damage, can't complain. I'm always having a pet out, so if not only do I almost always have one pet out, but I almost always have 2 out. So it really ends up being, you know, 9% more damage that they're doing. Increases collaboration, 10% chance. It's not the highest rate, but I'm playing for the pet. My girl just came home. So we're playing for the pets, right? 10% chance of getting collaboration is pretty good in my opinion. Deals 30% more direct damage and 30% more base damage over time. That seems pretty big. I like it. Wild Shot, dealing more damage to people under 25% HP. I like to harass the back line on this build. Or the front line, but usually I'm on the back line on this build because I can go in and out and not get punished. And then when I see someone low, I immediately tab target and try and finish them. So, you know, this is just really good for finishing targets. I like it a lot. For this one, anytime you summon a companion, you get 2 to your collaboration. Again, I'm all about summoning pets on this build, so why wouldn't I run it? There's an argument I could do 3 in here, but for the time being, I'm just doing 2. Escape Artist, again, that's just our CC break and mobility move. I can go into their back line and then leap out and do whatever. On this build, because it is so mobile, if you're in a pre-made, there is an option to run the Swift Hunt. I still don't know if I would put points into it, but Swift Hunt, if you just go to Ultimates here, Swift Hunt gives 30% move speed to your entire team if they're within 16 meters, so that's really good. Like, you can just rush them, really take over the point before they have the ability to like kind of fight back. So there's that option if you want. Then I do Wild Sync. Basically, this is our self buff, right? So every time I summon a pet, it decreases its cooldown by 3 seconds. I like this just because it allows me to cast it usually almost always twice. If it's a long fight, 3 times within a fight. It's just really good for that. I always have a companion out, right? So my combo damage is increased by 15%. It just makes sense to have that out. When there are no beast companions out, it's 3%. It's just worth. I'm definitely gonna moving some points around because again, I'm gonna go into this, and then what I'll probably run is the cooldown percentage. Just because, well, actually, I don't know. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna run cooldown percentage, so this Power of the Beast and Wild Union's up more often. And I think the Omni attribute just kind of seems broken right now. When we have more gear or whatever, it might be better. But for now, this is what we're running. As far as skill rotations, you're really just going to find whatever you want. You can go into the backline if you want. Just stack this up. That way we can summon a pet. When I have a pet up, I'm doing Viper Shot. Beast, again, you can summon another beast here, right? That decreases the cooldown here. Keeping Viper Shot up. Again, I try to do Arrow Storm when possible, and we're just kind of stacking here, just stacking damage. When someone gets low, we tap target to them so we can finish them. But just spamming this, we'll do that. This allows us to summon a pet. That decreases this cooldown. You can hit Wild Union. That allows you to summon another pet, and then you can Power of the Beast, damage buff it. You kind of just go through this rotation. But yeah, that's kind of how I'm playing the pet build on Ranger. Feels really good. Again, if you want to kite people out, like I've never lost a 1v1 to a melee on this build, so if you're like fighting a lot of melee, 1v1 and stuff like that, this is probably the build that you want. Again, doesn't have the big crits like you would on the sniper build, but it's consistent damage pretty much all the time, and allows you to kind of do whatever you want to do. You can't really get punished on this build. That is it for now. If you have comments or questions about anything, feel free to leave them in the comment section, and I will answer them to the best of my ability or find the information and answer it there. GG's.